Hello. Hi, welcome to Life Mastery. Have you ever thought that you have enough? Have you ever thought that you have enough? Um, I know the society has programmed us to always chase the next thing, chase the next glamorous thing, become this thing, become the other, and all that. But do you know yourself you're enough? Do you know you have enough? And one of the things that I want to challenge you is, especially in the area of finances, which is normally close to the heart of man. And by man, I mean both man and woman, both male and female. Take a stock and decide, decide, um, take stock and decide to track the expenses for this month. Decide to check where your finances goes to. There are apps that can help you on Play Store. Like a good app is called the Cashbook. The Cashbook, or that app helps you to be able to know how much you've made in, and you can be able to key in your expenses, and it deducts from the wholesome money that you've earned, like in that specific month. And then you'll begin to realize that there are taps that have not been closed in your life, where money just goes and you really don't care. Have you ever thought about those office emergencies that do come up, or maybe committees that are planned? And this, most of the time, you find ladies in the office like coming up with such things. Maybe they, because of that intimate relationship that they have with each other, they may know deep things about each other, and then you realize there is contribution in the office. There's 300 shillings that is needed there. There is 400 shillings that is needed there. There is 500 shillings. Or there is somebody whose child is having a birthday. I don't know how it ends up being a big deal, but you realize most of the time, the closer the person is to people, their issues tend to be magnified a lot. In the office. I want you to keep track of your expenses. Keep track of how much you even spend on transportation. Keep track of how much you spend on airtime, on the internet, how much you even give to your children as pocket money. And you'll realize, in real sense, that you really have enough. It's only that you've chosen to ignore and live in this bubble that at the end of the day, I don't need to track my expenses, or you assume that you know where your money goes. And blind spots are normally the robbers of finances. Blind spots. Whatever you do not know is what is killing you. Whatever you know, you'll know how to manage it. But whatever you don't know, that is what kills you. So you'll realize that you have enough. And another thing is looking at our lifestyle. And I like borrowing this from Joseph. Joseph, we are told in Genesis, I believe between chapter 30, we are told about Joseph in Genesis chapter 31 to around 38 there, on how he was able to save the nation of Egypt, because he was able to buy grains before time, and so that they could be able to go through drought. And most of us, we are caught up with drought moments in our lives, because we have not planned for those moments. We've not built emergency funds. We've not stored up our finances in places where they can multiply. These are principles that are in the Bible, like the principle of the parable of the sower who sowed seeds that fell on the rock, others on good soil that produced fruit. The principle that we're told in the book of Ecclesiastes, that cast your seeds upon many waters, for you never know which one will bring forth. The parable of talents, the one was given one, another 3, another 5, they multiply, which keep on teaching us that God expects us to be profitable. Remember also, Jesus talks about this issue that the tree that does not produce fruit, it will be cut off. But God, whom he refers to as the Father, prunes the tree so that it becomes more fruitful. So God expects us to be profit. And we look even in Genesis, after the creation, he tells Adam and Eve, go be fruitful and multiply. So multiplication and fruitfulness and profitability is part of his principles. I can tell you also, go and check Isaiah chapter 48 verse 17. It says, for I am God who leads thee, I am the Lord who will lead you in the way that you should go. I am the God who teaches you how to profit. So it's our responsibility to profit. And by this I mean, we ought to put our finances in places that multiply. And this is to remind you that you have enough. How about you start calibrating your life by, first of all, moving away from a house that you know very well you cannot afford? Changing school for your children that you know very well you cannot afford. I know you love to give them good education, but there are places where they can also get good education. So adjust. Don't sit in a lifestyle on your way to poverty. Don't try to live a life of impressing people who do not see, who do not care about you. I'm telling you, as an adult, people don't care. The moment you leave, after a discussion you live with them, everybody puts their mind on their own issues. You can even check with yourself. Remember the last conversation that you had with a friend. After that conversation, did you go your way thinking about them, or you thought about the next thing about your house? You thought about maybe what you're going to eat next. You thought about how will I get home. Those are the things that are close to your heart. But most of the time, we furnish our houses to impress people. We buy things to impress people. And those people, they don't really care. I want to give you a good example. If you've attended wedding ceremonies, the wedding couples, what do? They plan and budget for people who will never be there for them at the critical moments of their lives. You invite 250 strangers for that wedding. Buy a big cake, hire a venue, hire cars, big, just to create an impression of one day, but you don't prepare for marriage. But marriage is real. And after that, the expenses of the family meet you the moment you open that door and enter the home. And let me tell you, chances are the people who come for your wedding will be there for your burial. They'll be there to bury you. But they will not be there in the in-between of life. There's a video that I did on YouTube concerning the in-between friend, the friend that you need through the seasons of life. There are very few. Sometimes if God has blessed you to have a handful, then consider yourself blessed. But there are very few. So, back to the issue of you are enough. You have enough resources. The only thing is you do not take good stock. This principle is also in Proverbs. It says that, and you can go and find that scripture that says, a good man takes stock of the status of his flock. A good man takes stock of the status of his flock. You get? He knows about the welfare of his flock. There's also a principle in Proverbs that says, before you build your home, settle your work outside, and then come and build a home. Jesus also talks about this issue. He says that who first, before starting a project or constructing, will first count the costs. So it's the issue of preparing and planning. So it's good to prepare and plan, because life is full of vicissitudes. Today you're well, tomorrow you're sick. Today you're up, tomorrow you're down, because life is not a flat line. So with wisdom, there's also another principle that is introduced in the book of Proverbs about the ant. And Solomon tells us, look at the ants. They prepare in summer. When there is abundance, they store food for winter. And that's what we need to talk about. The woman, as a lady, you can say, that's the issue of my husband. The Proverbs 31 woman, we are told that the children are secure because their future are taken care of, because this woman saves money. You get? This woman saves money. So what I'm saying is this: take charge of your life. Take stock of your life, not just finances. Take stock of everything. Take stock of what you eat. Take stock of everything that happens. Even take stock of your friends, because some of the people you call friends, they will never, ever undergo blood transfusion for you. They will never undergo blood transfusion for you when you lie in the hospital bed. So this is a moment also to pray and ask God to give you discernment to be able to know who are the true friends and who are not the genuine friends. But what I'm saying is, remember, you are enough and you have enough. The only thing is that you have not taken time to take stock to realize that you have enough. And be very thorough and be very honest with yourself, because money decisions are not emotional decisions. It's either plus, minus, divide, or multiplication. It's either plus, minus, divide, or multiplication. Remember, this is Life Mastery, and I'll see you on the next one.